you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another 4-in-1 action figure review on the BBTS Workshop, or the Big Bad Workshop's Fresh Monkey Fictions Operation Monster Force Season 0 Phantom Corps Special Operations Detachment Trooper. We're also going to look at the Apophis Legion Rapid Reconnaissance Unit Trooper. We're going to look at the Season 2 Dr. Caligari. And lastly, we'll look at the Season 2 Sleepwalker Aerial Assault Trooper. Gotta give a big thanks to Big Bad Toy Store and Fresh Monkey Fiction for sending out these free samples to review for you guys. All opinions are of my own, and I have not been asked to say one thing or another about these figures. I do have some Operation Monster Force figures that I have not talked about on the channel, but hey, this is the first time reviewing them, and I gotta tell you, they look sick. I really like the packaging on all of these, by the way. You have this little magnetic flap right over here, so you can see on the inside of each of the figures they have a window, and you can see a page of comic right there for your reading pleasure. And then on the side you get all the names, and on the other side you get all the names, and then on the top it says Monster Force, and it says Big Bad Workshop and Fresh Monkey Fiction at the bottom. And then on the back for the Season Zeros, they have the same read-up and shows the same cross-selling image right over there. And then for the Season 2 figures, it has also the same read-up and same cross-sell there on the back. Alright, let's get to it and crack these things open. But first, if you want to get your Operation Monster Force figures, you can get them exclusively at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's all 4 figures out of the packaging, and these are pretty damn awesome. I think Fresh Monkey Fiction did a great job with the reuse over here, because I can clearly see it with some parts, especially with these two, but not all the way. Like, there's still a lot of unique stuff going on, and with these also, some reused stuff, but still a lot of unique parts going on over here. Really loving the paint apps, really digging the articulation. There are gripes that I will bring up, so we'll get into that for sure. But first, let's go through each of these one by one. And here's looking at Dr. Caligari, which is kind of a weird name because I feel like I'm saying calamari, but it's totally Caligari. Each of these come with their own base with their names written on them, and you get this cool Operation Monster Force tombstone with some nice wash over it and cracks in there, and you could use it as a base, you could use it as a background stand. They each come with one of these. But getting back to this, I really dig the detail right over here. That looks really good. You have paint apps throughout on it, so that looks really cool. Look at those brains. Kind of tricky to see with these hot spots and the reflecting light off of the plastic right there, but damn. And then look at this. You get all kinds of little picked out detail with the gold over the silver. It just looks really, really nice. I like how elegant and freaky it looks all at the same time. The rest of the body looks really good. You do have a little port right over there if you want to port in a backpack from a different figure. But you get some nice detail throughout the figure. Nice wrinkles in the sculpt. Fairly soft plastic right over here. Very malleable. And then you get the band right over there on the side. I think the paint apps came out really clean with the gold and the red trim right over here. Nice unpinned, pinless elbows. And then you can see right there, we get the fist hands attached to the figure. You get a single right pointing finger right over here. He also comes with some gun holding hands, gripping hands, and wide open hands. We'll take a look at the rest of the accessories in a moment, but one gripe I do have is this buckle pops off a lot easier than I'd like it to. A couple of times it's just come off on me, and that's not fun. So yeah, I don't like that. But I do like how the trench coat is, again, very soft and easy to work with over here. So that's pretty cool. Allows for a lot of posability. We'll get into articulation with all the figures in a moment. If I lift up right here, you can see we have some nice texturing right there in the pants. And then the boots look really good. So pretty happy with the aesthetics of this figure, man. And then you get some nice treads and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. He does come with this gun right over here, and he comes with this little effect piece, and you can go ahead and plug this into the barrel of the gun. And now you get some weird, freaky monster zapping going on right here. I really like the paint apps, the dry brushing. You know, it looks really, really good. And then you also get this briefcase, which has a nod to the San Francisco classic film The Rock, where you have these little canisters right here, and you could lift this up and you could see, watch that one. You could lift it up and then you could see the little clear balls right over here. I think these are poisonous, right? Is that how that works? Or if they explode, everybody dies on Earth? I can't remember exactly. I haven't seen The Rock in hella years, but I thought it was fun that he came with these. Unfortunately, though, none of the hands really grip this very well. I tried, you know, the gripping hands, the gun-holding hands. Oh, yeah, now it's demonstrating perfectly on camera. Thanks, asshole. Hey, if you're another action figure reviewer, you know my pain right now. But most of the time, it doesn't work. But yeah, of course, right now, it does work. Then we have the Aerial Assault Sleepwalker, which has some really cool head sculpts. I really like this one a lot. Again, I love the paint detail on these. Man, they look great. They remind me of Toy Biz Marvel Legends and Diamond Select Toys a bit. I just love the amount of sculpt and paint detail that we're getting with these figures, man. They look so damn good. You get some ports right over here. He does come with a jetpack backpack accessory right here. And there's a little green flame effect that you could port into the bottom of it. Damn, this looks really good. I do like it. And then it has a bunch of tubes. So you get these 2 long tubes, and then you get 1 short tube right here that you can plug into the back of the head. But speaking of head, he comes with multiple head sculpts. He's got this werewolf head right over here, which looks badass as hell. I really like this. It looks awesome, but damn it, it's a little bit tricky getting this ported on. I like how they have this set up so that it swaps with the neck right over there. But getting this ported on, I did heat this up, and I did get it to stay on at one point with some heat, but damn, it's tricky to do, and I just wish it wasn't so tough to get on there. And yeah, you could see how tricky that is. So that bums me out. He does come with separate werewolf hands, so he has some weapon holding hands right over here for his werewolf mode, and he does come with a set of wide open hands. And then for the Aerial Assault Sleepwalker mode, he has regular wide open hands as well as some gripping hands and gun holding hands as well. And he does have fist hands attached to the figure right over here. Similar issue with, you know, as I mentioned earlier, this buckle comes off a lot easier than I want to. We do have a different upper torso right here, and I really love the wash that we're seeing. But I am not happy with the knife that doesn't come out of the holster, or the sheath anyway. We have some nice texturing right over here with that black wash, which I love, but damn it, I wish the weapon could come out. That's a big pet peeve of mine. I hate it when Hasbro does it. Also, I hate it when anybody else does it. If you got a weapon there, you gotta take it out, man. What the hell? But yeah, nice little details right over here. These little buttons and stuff. I think that's very cool. Similar arms and everything as before. Or, well, not this part. And this harness thing is all one piece, so I guess you could rip it off if you wanted to heat it up. You get the hole in the back right over there. Again, nice wash on those straps. You get the armband on this side. And again, same skirt piece. We get a little bit of silver buttons right there and some dirt splash right here on the trench coat. And again, same legs, and we get some nice dirt right here on the boots. Looking really, really good. And peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Here's looking at one of the guns, which I gotta say, they look pretty damn good, man. I really like the variety of paint that we're seeing on this. Pretty badass. And then you also get the same electric kind of, you know, I don't know, monster blaster kind of effect right over there, which looks really cool. It's actually 2 parts. I didn't mention that earlier. So when you get this, it does come in 2 pieces. You just port this in and it goes through the hole, and then you can port that through the gun. Bad demonstration right there. Now, one thing I am going to complain about is some of these other blast effects right here aren't so secure. I don't know. I've been having a hard time with some of them. Some of them are a little bit warped. Some of them fit in there and they go in all the way. He does come with the second gun right over here, which again looks very, very cool. But like I said, man, like sometimes it ports in and then there's still some gappage right over there. So I feel like these effects pieces could use a little bit of work, even though I mostly like them. I love the paint, you know, I love the transition from orange to yellow. This one fits in just fine, so I like that. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Looks pretty good. Then here's the last one. Oh, yeah. This one's all warped right there. So, yeah, not all of them work out so good. So, yeah, I think they could touch that up a little bit. Oh, and he has his own Sleepwalker Aerial Assault Tombstone stand right over here, which, yeah, these do look cool. Oh, and the smoky effect. I forgot to show off the little smoky effect. God, it ports in okay. Still a little bit of gappage right over here, though. And we have the Phantom Corps Special Operations Trooper, which looks great, man. I like this beret, by the way, and he does come with 2 different head sculpts, but damn, dude, I gotta say, Fresh Monkey Fiction did a fantastic job with the camo pattern throughout on this figure. I am just very impressed with it. We get a lot of it in the joints and everything, and it's just a very good looking piece. However, I will say it is very odd to have the black dude with the bright blue eyes. I'm not saying there's, no black people with blue eyes. I know that's a real thing, but I don't know if that was intentional or not. It comes with the white dude head sculpt right over here, and he has the brown eyes. It just would have made more sense, because more often, right? I'm not saying neither exist. I'm just saying. You're going to see on the rest of the figure, I have some accessories already stored on his person right over here. I do like this big old vest. It is removable though, and damn, again, look at that camo. Looks so damn good. They did such a great job with this. And this body mold is based off of the Toylanta exclusive Monster Force figure, the Lieutenant Griffin the Eraser right here. So it's the same body mold, but instead of just the translucent plastic, we're seeing it fully painted, and it just looks so damn good. Look at all these shells painted ever so nicely. Damn, all that detail just looks great, man. I do have the knife stored right over here on the back, so that is pretty cool. I love getting all that weapon storage. You could go ahead and get this strap around the thigh, get some ammo stored in there, so that is removable, how I like it. And then you have a gun holster on the other side. You could go ahead and put that on the leg. You could go ahead and put elbow pads on him, so he comes with elbow pads that you can apply right over here, which are fairly easy to do. He does come with some interchangeable hands, so you saw the fist hands on the figure right there. He comes with the pointing finger, thumbs up hand, gripping hands, gun holding hands, and wide open hands. Then looking at the rest of this figure right here, you can see he's got his firearm holstered right there on the side, looking really good. We'll get back to that in just a moment. And then here's looking at the knees, which I gotta say, with these big old knee pads right here, when you bend the knees, it does look odd. I don't like that amount of gappage right there. That does bug me. I wish they had a workaround. These hinges are obviously not painted, but there are different, and same thing right here with these, but there are other hinges in other parts of it. Oh, like on the inside of the elbow right there, see? I thought that was really cool that they're able to get that painted. Same thing with the back of the leg. You can see the hinge right there. It has some nice paint. And the back of the figure, oh my goodness, yeah, lots of paint throughout. And yeah, it looks really good. You could go ahead and port stuff on the back right here. He comes with this little plate thingy, which I don't know what that's for exactly. I don't know if that's like a gap filler. I don't know what this does. Please let me know if you know. And he also has this other firearm right over here, looking very cool. And I was able to plug in the smoky effect that came with this figure just fine right in there. I love that silver dry brush. And he comes with 3 different blast effects. This one, I'm not able to get in the hole properly. Frustrating. This one, yes, just fine. And this one, yes, just fine. And do they plug into this gun? Not really. Damn it. There's a hole there, but I can't get these really plugged in. Nope, it's, oh, there it goes. I was able to get that one in. Jeez. So yeah, a little finicky. You're able to get them to work, but yeah, sometimes they don't. And we'll get into the articulation in just a moment, but I love what they've done with the treads here. Love how you get this piece so that you get good range of movement kicking upward, and he gets peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Oh, and 2 extra bonus magazines right over here. And his tombstone stand right there as well. And lastly, we have the Apophis Legion Rapid Reconnaissance Unit Zombie Soldier, which, oh my god, is my favorite one out of these 4. I absolutely love this. Oh my goodness, I love seeing that bright pink over the red flesh, and I like how it's all glossy and everything, looking all nasty and stuff. The camo paint looks really good. I like the hair. He's got a big old gash in the head. Color variation over here. And he comes with a second head sculpt and hat wear, so you can put hat on the head right there. This is made out of soft material, so that's good. It fits on either one of the heads. This is the alternate head right over here. So we have a beard version, which also looks very good. Oh my god, big old piece right over there. Is that brain? Is that brain sticking out and just bypassing the skull, just going straight to brains? But yeah, that looks really, really cool, man. Nose is gone. Eye paint looks really good. Damn, yeah, I like them both, but I think I like this head sculpt just a little bit more. He also comes with a helmet, which is pretty cool. I do like it, but I also get frustrated with it at times. So he has the helmet, and then he has the mask that you could port onto the helmet. It has these little plugs on the side right over here. And this mask is made out of fairly soft material. It's tricky to get this all ported in just right. And I am trying here. But yeah, those just don't port in that well. So that's a bit frustrating. With a little bit more time, you can make it happen, but it's not a fun experience. I tried for a while. So that is a bit of a bummer. You also have the little earpieces right over here that you could plug in as well. See, now I'm trying to do it with the helmet off. And what's so tricky about it is that it's soft going into soft. So if they made one of these ABS, the other PVC, I think that would work out a little bit better, you know, or at least make the plastic less flimsy on one of them so that you could pour it in properly. You know what I mean? That's why you have to get hard before you... Okay, and then you have another earmuff right over here, and it, yeah, same issue. I know that there's like a binocular or, you know, like a scope apparatus that you're supposed to attach to this, and I believe I have misplaced it, so I apologize for that. But nice paint apps on it. But yeah, I just wish the helmet worked out a little bit better. I do like the vest over here. That is cool. I like all the stuff added to it and everything. So that's pretty neat. Even though these pieces don't come off, it's got a little walkie-talkie accessory right over here that you could rotate around. And the vests on the figures are removable, by the way. You'll see photos at the end of the figures without them on there. But damn, look at that. Arm meat showing right over there. I love that. Again, the camo throughout. The blood spatter looks really good. Got some scratches and chunks missing. I did apply these elbow pads that come with the figure on there, so those are pretty cool. He does come with the set of fist hands. He also comes with some zombie hands. So you get weapon-holding zombie hands. Look at those nasty fingernails. Ugh, I love all that blood. Wide open zombie hands right here. Ooh, they look so cool. And then as well as those gloved fisted hands, you get these gloved, and as well as those gloved fist hands, you get these gloved open hands, gun-holding hands, and gripping hands. And he does come with an assortment of weapons, which we'll look at in just a moment. But yeah, looking at this belt right here and all these shells, similar to what we'd seen right over here. There's a bunch of reused stuff, but damn, a whole hell of a lot of brand new stuff too. Then you get the gun right over there, or one gun. He comes with another sidearm. Love that little piece of, not a little piece, a big old piece of thigh missing right there. That looks sick. Man, I really like this a lot. Look at the shin. Ugh, so nasty. I love this. It looks so good. Yeah. And then they gave him boots right over here. He has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So yeah, he does come with a knife. I don't know where the storage is, but yeah, he has a knife right over there. He does come with this plate piece, just like the other soldier figure. Smaller sidearm right over here. Little hole in the front. Some extra ammo for the big gun right over here too. But actually, this comes with separate ammo. So I don't know. Unless I goofed and misplaced a gun, but I don't think I did. Then he comes with this actual, I don't know, is this like a walkie-talkie too? I don't know. But yeah, this gun looks pretty damn cool. He also comes with effects for this as well, so you can go ahead and get the smoke. See how the smoky effect doesn't go all the way in there? It's a bit frustrating. And then you get this one right here, which seems to work the best. Bigger one right there. Again, some gappage. And this smaller one right here that meets in the middle doesn't port in all the way. Ugh. And of course, you get the display stand right over here, looking sick. So since the first two figures and the second two figures more or less have the same exact body molds, I'm just going to do the articulation segment on each of these. And yeah, you get nice neck joints right there at the base of the neck, as well as a hinge for the heads. So I really like that. Turn side to side and great pivoting. You get butterfly joints right here. Shoulders will move up, and you could feel a little bit of stiffness here and there. I did heat up some parts. There's lots of paint on these figures. They kind of feel like NECA figures if I were to compare them, but yeah, you can see the wrist turn side to side, hinge up and down. We get horizontal hinges on the gun holding hands, by the way. As far as the diaphragm goes, or the torso goes, you just get a ball joint right here at the waist, and it does pivot right there. The legs have a great range of movement without breaking anything, so that's very cool, and it'll kick forward, back, not at all. Little bit of drop down hip action, upper thigh cuts, double jointed knees, boot rotation right here, ankles move down, up, and beautiful ankle pivot. And then for this one, you can see the head will look all the way up, which is great, and all the way up. I just popped it off right there. So without popping it off, there you go. It'll look up that much, down that much, turn side to side, pivot. So ball joint hinge right there. Butterfly joints work out really nicely on these. You can move up at the shoulder. So very similar to the Dr. Caligari, and then wrists, and you get a diaphragm. Now I did take pictures of this without the vest on here, so you could see there's clearly a diaphragm cut on this figure. So with both joints, it'll move forward that much, back that much. Great pivoting right over here. Just popped off the neck again, and of course turn side to side it'll turn side to side at the diaphragm and at the waist. Get some drop down hips right here as well. You can move the legs outward that much and kick forward and not move back much. Upper thigh cut. You get that double jointed knees, and then the hat flew off. Oh, I removed the foot right there, but without removing the foot, you can move the ankle down, up. Beautiful ankle pivot, and you do get side-to-side motion right here at the ankles. And then for this zombie soldier, you have the boot rotation right here on the one side. Now, while these are 1/12 scale figures, they do stand a little bit on the taller side. You can see they average at about 6.5 inches. I just want to say maybe just barely under 6.5. Yeah, you can see they're like right around the 6.5 inch mark right here going across the board. And then for some size comparisons, we have a couple, I think these are Sleepwalker figures. I have 3 or 4, 4 other Operation Monster Force figures. I'll compare them all shortly. But yeah, they have very similar parts right here. If you lift up, you can see the same panel shape and everything that we see on these guys right over here. Of course, the trench coat look is different. And then I wanted to compare these figures next to an MCU Hydra soldier, and yeah, you can see how they're a little bit taller than the Marvel Legends figure. Then here we have the Phantom Core figures next to the Racer Toylanta exclusive, and then we have the Operation Monster Force Werewolf. And here's the Phantom Core figures next to a couple of G.I. Joe classified figures. We have an older Duke Tiger Force variant right over here, and then we have a more recently released Heavy Duty figure, which does stand a bit taller. I don't know if this character in particular is supposed to be a lot taller compared to the other Joes. I thought he was around the same size as most of the other Joes, right? But yeah, these will fit in with a G.I. Joe display, I think. And then here's all 4 Operation Monster Force figures. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown 6-armed Spider-Man. Hey, don't look at me. That's the guy with the brains, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love by hitting that like button. I certainly do appreciate it. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And go ahead and hit that join button if you want to take that extra leap into supporting this content. And these are very cool figures. I really like them a lot. They are awesome as far as articulation, paint applications go. I really love the aesthetic, the sculpt. My biggest complaint with them, though, is just getting those firing effects to plug into the guns properly. I think it's just those accessories. That's my biggest gripe. Also, swapping the neck joints on at least the second figure I looked at. I can't remember the names, sorry. But yeah, on the second figure, swapping the werewolf head on there and everything, or the neck anyway, that was an issue. So aside from some parts not swapping the way I want them to, I really, really like these figures a lot. I really like the design choices. I really like how they look. I did talk about the blue eyes and brown eyes thing going on with the Phantom Core figure, but for real, man, they're a lot of fun. I had a great time taking photos of these figures, and I think they're all really good. So I'm going to go ahead and rate them, give them all the same rating, because I really don't think one figure is necessarily better than the other. It's just really a matter of preference. I will say, though, the Dr. Caligari figure has less accessories than the rest, but I still think he has really cool head sculpt. Anyway, they are pricier than Marvel Legends, which usually go for $25. These usually go for around $35-$37 a pop. So at that price point, I'm giving these Operation Monster Force figures a SUD rating of, I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewsi.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. We've got a show this Thursday. Hope to see you there. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Shot.